Welcome to part 4 of Technology versus God, but yet man chooses machine over Jesus.
An RFID chip is not going to be an easy task. Putting it under the skin is painful and creepy. Taking the mark of the beast in a tattoo form will be easy, as a big part of the population already has tattoos. Why is it a person who takes them?
I'm sorry, I think, the idea of taking a tattoo is painful. I've known people that's done it. I've seen people give themselves one even. And, yeah, that seems painful to me. I literally watched somebody try to give themselves one. And no, it's not easy. I don't care what anybody says. And yeah, people do these. And so forth. But, no, I don't think that it's going to be this, that, or the other. The mark doesn't have to be visible to us. It just has to be visible through technology. Anything that you have embedded in your skin is going to prove, whether it be a tattoo or a chip, it's going to prove you went with the way of technology rather than following Jesus and choosing to stay clear of that.
Mark of the beast can no longer be saved. Satan hates mankind because we are made in the image of God, as we read in Genesis 1:27. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created him. Male and female he created them. Many people, including myself, believe Satan will somehow combine his DNA with mankind when they take the mark of the beast. Man will
Somehow combine his DNA. Somehow he's going to combine his DNA or cut out a piece of yours that's already existent and add it with a CRISPR gene. Yep, but you don't want to believe that. It's easier for you to believe it's a tattoo or a RFID chip or whatever, RFID chip. It's a lot easier for you to believe that it's that stuff. Because so many have already done this. That you don't want to believe it's this because you did it already. And instead of repenting of these sorceries and letting God heal you of what you've done, you continue to say, just like Adam and Eve, you hide your sin. Instead of coming to him repenting, you hide your sin and you continue to eat the apple, Eve. You gotta choose. Technology is part of it, yes indeed. It absolutely is part of it.
It is the last hour, and as you have heard that the Antichrist is coming. Even now many Antichrists have come, by
Yes,
which we
they
know
have.
that it is the last hour.
It is basically biological chip that it is in the tablet, and once you take the tablet and dissolves into your stomach, sends a signal that you took the tablet. So imagine the applications of that, compliance. The insurance companies to know that the medicines that patients should take, they do take them. So imagine the applications of that, compliance.
Our world is prepared.
They're going to make sure you take your pharmacia if you take tablets. And you're supposed to take tablets. They're going to make sure you're taking it like you're supposed to, your supplements and so forth that they want you to take. Because it will send a signal to them to let them know that you've taken it once it dissolves in your stomach. What are you becoming with pharmakia? I've been trying to warn you to come away from this stuff. I've been trying to warn you to come away from all of this. And I just showed you on the screen there what technology is coming to. It was by sorceries that all nations were deceived. Book of Revelation. I'm trying to tell you what God showed me. And I'm trying to wake you up. Yes, I know how incredibly crazy all this sounds. And 2 years ago when Jesus told me all of this, and he showed me everything that was coming, it was very hard for me to process. And I wrestled with it. But at least then I had Bo. Somebody I could talk to about this and explain to him. He couldn't get it. He couldn't understand it because God hadn't shown it to him. But he still believed me. And he stood by me because he loved me and he knew I wasn't somebody just going around making this stuff up. He had seen things happen that God had told me, and that I told him. I have no reason to lie to you or to deceive you. That will knock me out of heaven, and I want to go home. My goal is to get home. My hope is to take you with me. Why would I lie to you? That will gain me nothing. Getting back into this word now. John 6:41. The Jews then murmured at him because he said, I am the bread which came down from heaven. Of course they would. And they said, is not this Jesus, the son of Joseph, whose father and mother we know? How is it then, he saith, I came down from heaven? See, they couldn't even fathom at that time how Jesus could possibly be God, because they were looking at things from an earthbound way, not spiritual way, saying who his earthly mom and dad were. But they weren't looking at who his father was. Jesus therefore answered and said unto them, murmur not among yourselves. No man can come to me except the Father which hath sent me draw him. And I will raise him up at that last day. It is written in the prophets, and they shall be all taught of God. Every man therefore that hath heard and hath learned of the Father cometh unto me. Not that any man hath seen the Father, save he which is of God. Oh my God. He hath seen the Father. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me hath the everlasting life. I am that bread of life. Your fathers did eat manna in the wilderness and are dead. This is the bread which cometh down from heaven, that a man may eat thereof and not die. Oh my God. It was right here the whole time. I am the living bread which came down from heaven. If any man eat of this bread, he shall live forever. And the bread that I will give is my flesh, which I will give for the life of the world. Oh my gosh. Y'all, you want to stick around for the rest of this, I'm telling you. I hope and pray that that this is, well, I know it will. Because, just as Jesus himself taught me this stuff, I wasn't taught this stuff growing up by anybody except for by Jesus. And in 2020, he introduced me to the Father. Oh my gosh. The things that sometimes takes a little while to seed in and to sink in. It's right here, guys. It was right here the whole time in the Holy Word. And this is why they keep trying to throw out the books and parts of the book so you don't know it's there. I'll see you in part 5.